Yeah, every game's a tough game. Obviously with Florida, it ups the stage a little bit, but we'll be ready.
Do you think it helped to go down to Atlanta to play Georgia Tech away from home? Would that help you going into Florida?
Yeah, I mean that's the same type of environment. It was a hostile environment, half and half kind of crowd, and but we'll be ready. I mean we got this whole week to prepare, and when Saturday and game day comes, we'll be ready.
You know, there's some talk that Gainesville might not be the site of this game. To know that, you know, now that it is there any relief knowing that you'll be playing there?
No, I mean we'll play wherever. I mean that's got to be our mindset, and I think that is this team's mindset. Wherever we play, we're gonna go out and compete and do what we can to win in the end.
Can you talk about yesterday's practice? Coach Shoup said he thought it was maybe the best defensive practice. How did the offense look yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday was kind of a short, crisp day. I think that overall we did good and executed what we needed to, and we'll do the same moving forward throughout this week.
Quinten, have you guys kind of swapped out some read option for some more RPOs with you being more of a pocket passer than Dobbs was?
I don't think so necessarily. It's just kind of taking what the defense gives you. I think overall I haven't had to run as much this year, but if it presents itself, I'll have to do so.
I was going to ask you about that, the playmaker, and you so far it really has been more about being a game manager. What about that opportunity that may present itself, and you know, what do you think you'll be able to do? Can you be that type of playmaker to do things outside when the plays break down?
Yeah, I think I can. Obviously, like I said, I haven't had to yet this year, but whenever it does present itself, I'll be ready and I'll be able to do so.
How's your speed compared now to your senior year of high school when you ran for like 400 yards or so? I know you've put on weight since then. I didn't know how
Yeah,
much.
I mean, I put on some weight, but I've also gotten a lot stronger. So I think my speed's comparable, if not a little bit faster now. Throughout high school, as I kind of put on weight, I actually got faster as I got older. So I mean, I couldn't tell you like a specific, but I feel good with how I'm weighing right now and how I'm running.
Did you run any zone read in high school?
A little bit, not a whole lot. Did some RPO stuff in high school and tried to get it outside to some receivers, but
You're comfortable with that offense?
yeah, I am.
Can you take a look at Florida's secondary? Obviously, this is some DBs that can do man coverage. How does that change up your game for this week?
Just gonna have to win off the line of scrimmage at the receiver position, and then obviously make tight throws. I mean, that's what the game's about. Getting into the SEC now, so just gonna have to make tight throws and execute each individual job.
And how much more comfortable does it make you to see 3 new fresh faces out there at the wide receiver corps in practice? I know there's been some guys dinged up and not available for games. How nice is it to get 3 of those guys back?
Yeah, I think it'll be good. They're all good playmakers. They all can do the job. So with having them back and just in general having the depth there is obviously a good thing.
Florida likes to play press man, like right up on receivers. How much of your guys face that so far this year?
How much have they?
Yeah.
I mean, I think last week we definitely got this similar type of coverages, and a little bit in against Georgia Tech, but not a whole lot. But obviously that's what you practice on the practice field. So I think they'll be ready when game day does come, and they're just going to have to win and go up and make a play.
With teams kind of focusing in on John Kelly, do you feel like it's kind of your responsibility and the receivers to kind of win those cover 0, cover 1 matchups?
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, that's why they play receivers, to win your one-on-one matchup against a good DB. So I think they'll be able to do that come Saturday.
Do you have anything in your background that compares as far as big games to the pressure? I mean, this is kind of a legacy game for Tennessee quarterbacks. I mean, everybody knows Peyton never beat Florida. Everybody knows Clausen won twice at the Swamp. What do you do with that pressure, and how have you dealt with it in the past when you've had these situations?
Just go out and play my game. Just go out and execute. Focus on the task at hand, not try to get ahead of yourself. And that's what I'm going to have to do on Saturday.
Did you get a chance to talk to either of the Clausen boys when they were here last week?
I didn't. I've talked to Casey before about it, and obviously he had a pretty good record on the road. So there's definitely things to take from it.
What advice did he give you?
I mean, I talked to him whenever I was a recruit here. I think is when it was, or right when I got here maybe. And you know, just talk general football knowledge and things like that. There wasn't a whole bunch of advice other than what everybody tells you. Just go out and play and have fun.
Going back to this rivalry, you know, just what does it mean to you? Is it just another game, or is this, you know, a little bit added motivation?
I mean, it's definitely a huge game. Florida in the Swamp. You know, a hostile environment. It's going to be hot, humid. So yeah, I mean, you definitely want to go down there and dominate, but in reality, to dominate a team that's equally matched up with us, it just comes down to executing. So I hope when Saturday comes, we'll be ready and can go down and just execute and do our job and stay focused.
Quinn, what type of player is Latrell Williams? We haven't gotten to see him a whole lot.
Very explosive, obviously very fast, and can do it all. So when he gets this opportunity, I sure hope he's ready.
Quinten, you guys missed on a couple of deep shots with Josh Palmer last week. Just talk about those missed opportunities and what he can do at that position.
Yeah, we've definitely had a couple of missed opportunities on some deep shots, but I think, you know, moving forward, we've obviously been working on that, and hopefully we can start connected on them. But you know, he's obviously a deep threat, can run, can eat cushion up quickly. So when we do start connecting on him, it'll definitely change the game overall.
Hey, your last name might be the most mispronounced, I think, for a Tennessee player. What's your reaction to that?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know why people put an N in it. I guess just for fun. But I mean, I don't really have a reaction other than it's not the right way to spell it with an N. So.
You've had to wait your time. You've had to wait your time to play here. Have you given any advice or talked to Jarrett any time in the first 2 weeks? Just because he was clearly frustrated not playing in the opener and finally got to make his debut last weekend. Have you had any conversations just about your experience, having to kind of go through that same experience?
I mean, I think in the quarterback room we kind of have just. Like I've said in the past, it's just going in each week preparing like you're the starter. So when he gets his opportunity, he needs to be ready. And that's kind of how I took it, being behind Josh. So it's just being ready each and every week and taking it snap by snap.
All right, thank you.